Maricopa County's Estrella Jail, Phoenix, Arizona. Home of America's only female chain gang. A hardcore, military-style penal volunteer program that aims to build skills and confidence through rigid structure and demanding discipline.
I know I'm here for a reason. I honestly believe that, because it was either prison or death and losing my kids for good, because I was too far out there.
That's why we have them chained. You can't run away from your problems. You have to work together to get it done.
U.S. prison chain gangs date back to the 1800s, an idea passed down from slavery. But by the 1950s, every state in the Union judged them cruel and unusual punishment and abolished them. Then in 1995, one man lobbied to bring them back. He calls himself the toughest sheriff in America.
I remember chain gangs in the South, so I just had an idea. Why not do it now?
And Sheriff Joe Arpaio took the idea one step further. Women.
I'm an equal opportunity incarcerator. There should be no discrimination in this jail system.
Today, there are 2,000 convicted criminals in his Maricopa County penal system. Nearly 300 are women. Most live in what's called Tent City, 7 sweltering acres of outdoor jail barracks.
All right, 149 degrees.
It's just ridiculous. It's inhumane.
In this county, if you do the crime, you're going to do the time. And it's not going to be good time.
I just want out of here. Because this is not fun.
But there's another way to serve time. Each year, over 150 women volunteer for the chain gang. For 30 days, 15 women are isolated, assigned to 3 separate 5-woman work gangs. During that time, they must adhere to strict military conduct. Break any rule, and they're out. Succeed, and they earn valuable skills and a prized graduation certificate.
For a lot of these girls, they haven't ever finished something they've started. So for a lot of these girls, they come in and this is something they can start and it's something they can complete, and they get a certificate to show, look what I did. It's an ego booster for a lot of them, and it's a self-motivator. I can work with whoever to get the job done.
It teaches them self-control. It teaches them teamwork. And hopefully they're going to learn something here and they're going to help them out when they get released.
Chaining up. 15 women divide into 3 separate 5-woman chains. Heavy 30-foot-long metal ropes tether tightly around ankles and close with unbreakable locks.
After we get all 3 chains out and they've grabbed their locks, then we lock them around each left ankle.
Everybody have their lock on chain 2?
6 days a week, the chain gang girls leave the jail for manual labor work details, like roadside cleanups, ditch digging, and burials of the county poor. Most of these burials are for adults. Today is different. Over half the chain are mothers. Many haven't seen their children in months. Today, they must bury an unknown child.
For you new people, hopefully they told you what to do, what to expect. Just so you know, we do have a baby today, so remember, you're doing a good thing. Good job.
The burials do get pretty emotional. Today is a little different. For most of the girls, it's the first time that we're going to bury an infant. I believe the little girl is 5 months old. We don't know how she died. Most of the women on the chain are mothers, and so it's easy to connect with those feelings.
We're going to go bury people that don't have families to bury them. It makes me nervous because this is like one of my worst fears, is dealing with this, so face your fears.
Sunny Davis is a 22-year-old single mother with a young daughter. She's serving a 6-month sentence for violating probation after she was convicted of an aggravated DUI, caught driving while intoxicated on multiple occasions. This is her second day on the chain gang.
My daughter's father left me 3 days after I got my DUI for this girl that I thought we were happy. I just had a baby. He's still with her and they're gonna get married, so it's just they got the nice old family going on with my kid. She's my world. It's without her, I can't breathe. If I do one thing in my whole life, that's gonna be it is taking my daughter back.
Maricopa County's White Tank Cemetery, a county burial plot for the indigent and unidentified local poor.
For those of you who have never been here, you're representing the family members of the people who have passed. Whether they're old, young, or a baby, you get a second chance. These people don't. So be proud today, work hard, and think about where you are and why you're here.
Good morning, girls. Some of you have been with... We say a little service, we sing some songs, and the county gives us 15 minutes to bury each one. So every 15 minutes, we have a burial. And without the chain gang, we'd never make it because there's a lot of work.
I used to be homeless and I didn't carry no ID when I was on the outs, and so it's kind of like this could have been my funeral, you know?
We gather today to commemorate the short life of one known to us only as baby girl Whites, but I have just christened her with the name of Grace. Give us grace to entrust grace to your never-failing care and love, and bring us all to your heavenly kingdom. Through Jesus Christ our Lord, who lives and reigns with you in the Holy Spirit, one God, now and forever.
Amen.
My heart, therefore, is glad and my spirit rejoices. My body also...
Makes me miss my baby. It makes me very remorseful for things that I've done. She's out there without me. But it makes me thankful that at least we could be here.
Certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, we commend to Almighty God our sister Grace, and we commit her body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. The Lord bless her and keep her. The Lord make his face to shine upon her and be gracious to her. The Lord lift up his countenance upon her and give her peace. Amen. Participating in this service. You did good work.
Thank you. It makes me want to go home to my girls and never leave them ever again and never mess up ever again.
When I was on crack, when I was a drug addict, even though I didn't have my kids with me, I always checked up on them to make sure that they were okay. What is this person's excuse for not being here for her baby?
I just want to go home. I think we all just want to go home.
Day 4 of 1 month with America's only women's chain gang.
Chain gang ladies, wake up.
Go ahead and step out. Ladies, you should be standing at attention.
Daily cell searches are zero tolerance. Contraband items include tobacco, drugs, pornography, and handcrafted weapons.
Why do you have trash in your cell? Take it out.
Yes, sir.
Now.
It's hard. It's traumatizing. Nothing about this place is good at all. It sucks here. It sucks here really bad. Really bad.
This is not jail issued, right?
I mean, a lot of people crumble under these conditions.
Go fix up your room. Forward. That face. Forward, march.
Each day spent on the strictly disciplined chain, the chain gang girls soon find out how easy it is to get kicked off and how hard it is to stay on. Women come and go, turnover's high. Many women fail and get replaced.
Mark time, march.
They first learn how to march together on a chain, then they have to learn how to march in step.
Check and mark. Forward, march.
Then after they learn that, they need to learn how to march and say a cadence at the same time.
Left, right, left, 2, 3, 4. Mini skirts and high heel shoes. Mini skirts and high heel shoes. Now I'm wearing combat boots. Couldn't get my life straight. Couldn't get my life straight. Ended up in intake. Ended up in intake. Couldn't make furlough. Couldn't make furlough. Didn't come appeal.
Wherever the gangs go, they never blend in.
Chains around my ankle. Gotta get used to it after a while, but being in public, it's humiliation. I feel humiliated.
You know why I do this? Not just to make it tough for you guys. When these people drive by right here, I'm hoping that they see you. And when they have kids in the car, and I hope the kid looks at your pink underwear, your striped uniforms, working hard in a hot, hot weather, and the kid will say, I'm never doing anything wrong.
When you're out in public, it sucks. I mean, honestly, like today I was so deathly afraid that my daughter's father was gonna drive by me because I was like right by his house. That would have just brought him such joy. I could have just like killed myself.
You gotta turn. You have no choice. You have no choice. Juju, oh my Lord! I'm turning the wrong way.
To be on the chain physically is very frustrating, especially if you're the third one on the chain, because the first half of the chain wants to go one way, the second half of the chain wants to go the other way, and your ankle is right in the middle, and it hurts.
Working in southern Arizona, the heat is relentless.
Isn't it hot to be on the chain gang?
Yes, sir.
It's at least 100 already. It's hot.
About 120 degrees, no wind, no humidity, very hot, terribly hot.
The women may ask for water when needed, but there's only one bathroom break per shift. No exceptions.
We're in the heat for hours. I mean, hours. It's ridiculous. So they're like, it's a privilege. I'm like, it's a privilege to sit in 115, 20 degree heat for 5 hours with no water, having to hold your urine.
Now let's go. One by one, they pull their chain in, they shut the door, they use the bathroom, and then they come out.
Right turn.
And there's no break at all from military discipline.
What are you doing?
Trying to do it.
Trying? Losers worrying about it trying. Are you a loser?
Nope.
Then do it.
One thing you gotta learn is when we're telling you something to do, you need to do it. You don't need to do this. We're telling you to do it for a reason. Okay. We're not trying to piss you off. We're not trying to make you look bad. We're trying to teach you something.
You make yourself look bad. We don't have to do that for you.
If
If you can't handle it here, then you're not gonna make it on the streets.
This is Heather Hoff's second time on the chain gang. Former chain gang girls can choose to repeat the program while serving out their jail time. Heather's 31 with 2 children. She's only worked odd jobs on the outside and is currently serving 3 months for shoplifting, a crime she committed to buy crystal meth.
I've been high 7 years straight, every day, every day, every day, every day. And if I wasn't high, I was sleeping. That's the only time. And it takes a toll on your body. I would shoplift and do my hustle like that to get my drugs, what I needed. Stupid things, stupid. Stealing people's backpacks. Nothing I'm proud of, just I was a dope fiend. I wasn't gonna sell my ass for it, so I'd go take somebody's hard-earned money for it, you know.
Your canteen lids are open, all your property is sitting right next to each other, as far as your boots.
Back at chain gang headquarters, the women get clean, jail-issued uniforms and underwear.
Okay, ladies, I'm gonna bring up a subject that may be a sensitive subject. I know we're out in the sun, and I know it's hot, and I know no matter how much soap or deodorant we use, we're gonna smell a little bit, okay? That's just nature. However, I can tell that some of you are not wearing deodorant or whatever. You need to, because I could smell it as we were walking into intake. And I was like, oh my good God. And usually it doesn't get that bad until we're in the closet and we're strip searching, and that's fine. But if I can smell it as we're walking in the hallway, we need to do something about it.
Jail's not a fun place, and I mean, I don't look like this on the outs. I don't look like this. I mean, I don't have my, regular makeup, and even just hygiene. Don't have our, the hygiene that we're used to, The hygiene here is not too, I think my hair's falling out, and it's just not good.
Returning from the job site, many women dread the most invasive ritual of all, the daily mandatory strip search.
When everybody comes back, we have everybody, we take off their chains, they're going to wait on this side, and we'll search all of their boots, their canteens, their hats, and then they'll be taken in to be strip searched. So we're looking for any contraband or anything that they might have picked up and try to bring back into the facility.
Detention officers must be thorough. Inmates are known to smuggle in contraband anywhere on or inside their bodies.
Whether it's in the palm of their hand, in their sock, in various body cavities, whether it be the mouth or other personal areas. Various things we find in the strip searches are tobacco, drugs, pills, ink pens, knives sometimes, whatever they want to get their hands on and whatever they feel they can get back.
Nope, yeah, this is the fun part. Swat, cough, yeah.
Amy Rose Lamb is a 43-year-old hairdresser. She's single, with 4 children and 1 grandchild on the outside. Amy's serving 6 months for possession of a dangerous drug. This is her 14th day on the chain gang.
I've never been in trouble in my life. I haven't had a speeding ticket maybe once in 10 years, I don't know. I've dabbled a little bit, tried with drugs, but not like, that's not me, The minor partying sometimes on the weekends, yeah. Because every once in a while if we wanted to stay up all night, whatever. Just met some people just shooting pool. And somebody that I knew called me up and asked for someone else's phone number that I knew of, but then I didn't know what it was for or whatever, and I gave the phone number, and it was a sting operation, and the lines were tapped, and a drug sale was made with that. And so they come into my work and arrested me in front of everybody. I was so embarrassed. It was like unbelievable. And they arrested me, told me to put my scissors down, I can't finish the haircut, cuffed me out in front of the salon and everything. It was embarrassing as anything. So I got to do 6 months now.
For Amy and the other chain gang girls, the strip search never lets them forget. Behind bars, their bodies are not their own.
And then I'm going to need a louder cough. Go ahead. No, you need to bend at the waist. I actually need to see the reflex. All right. Go ahead.
felt better. Yeah. It's just you feel violated. I wouldn't call it the equivalent of being raped, but in a sense, you feel like that. Someone's making you take your clothes off. Someone's making you, squat and cop. That's to me. I mean, it's horrible.
It's day 10 in Estrella Jail's D Block, home to America's only female chain gang. For the 15 women volunteering for the 30-day program, the rules are strict. One strike and you're out. 16 hours a day, the chain gang girls must stay in what's called lockdown, required time spent inside their cells. Most have a roommate. The 7 by 11-foot room is scarcely bigger than a walk-in closet. There is no privacy.
Let's go, chain gang, lock it down. Let's go.
This is my domain.
And mine.
And hers. This is my bunkie, Amy. She's on top bunk. This is my bunk. And there's not much to it. You got a sink and a toilet and 2 beds.
We get no private bathroom time.
Yeah, when we have to use bathroom, the other one has to face the wall. We're like, turn around. Oh, it's really humid and muggy, and this is our air. It's a swamp cooler. You get like a little breeze, and then you can feel the air is not very cold. And I'm in the bottom bunk. Sometimes I put my mat out here so I can just feel the. It's terrible. It's hot. I'm all sweating just being in here. Lotion, more lotion, deodorant, my nightgown.
Yeah, look at these funhouse mirrors. We get to order on commissary.
Yeah. And then all my personal property. We're only allowed postcards while we're here. These are postcards that I send out. We get because I'm indigent. I'm a broke person, so I get 5 postcards a week, a toothbrush, toothpaste, and a pencil, and that's what I get. For being indigent. If you don't have money on your books, these are important to me because if you don't get mail, you feel like nothing or nobody. Trust me, and I get a lot of nothings. I write to people who's got my son, my baby son. I write them all the time, but they haven't responded, so.
Heather has 2 children. Her teenage son lives full-time with her sister. But Heather had to leave her 4-month-old son with a former roommate, Lisa. Since her arrest, Heather's heard no word from Lisa.
I've been here 3 months, no response, no letter, no nothing. Hopefully he's okay, I don't even like thinking that he's not, but hopefully he is. So, but when I get out, I'm taking a bus over there, straight to them, and I'm grabbing him up, and we're going to rehab.
Chain gang ladies, wake up.
My roommate went home. Gotta wait till they bring somebody else in. Has a roommate. Been all weekend practically.
On the outside, 36-year-old Delia Hazo is a trained auto mechanic. She's left her son in the care of her partner of several years. Delia's serving 6 months for violating probation on a theft charge.
People wouldn't even imagine the things that I've seen, that I know. A lot of things. My stepdad, he was out with my mom when I was young. He used to physically, mentally, and sexually abuse us from when I was the age of 3 years old till I was 11. I really protected all my brothers and sisters. We were all raped. It was crazy. I hate them. I come to the point also too that, to forgive is to live. I don't think I can ever forgive them. So I don't think my life will ever be complete. I was raped. I got pregnant and I kept my son. There was no way in the world that I would have gave up my son for nothing, for nobody. It seems like all my life, that's all that's ever happened. People take advantage of situations. They take advantage of me, my person,
This is Delia's 5th day on the chain gang. She hopes the chain will help her find self-discipline by forcing her to follow strict codes of conduct, including military grooming and submission to daily cell searches.
Right now, we're going through all of their property boxes, all of their belongings, and checking for any contraband.
In Delia's cell, detention officers find cigarettes, strictly forbidden contraband.
Did you bring them in yourself? Yeah, enough to make 2 full cigarettes?
5. There's 3 more.
Nice. 5 cigarettes.
She said that she brought back 5 found full cigarettes, so she'll pick them up. They can put them anywhere in their body cavities, armpits, private areas, and she said she kept them in her pocket until she got in here. When we strip searched them downstairs, she said she kept them in her hand.
So apparently there was no respect anyway, right? You're gonna do what you're gonna do regardless? Or what? Huh? You don't know?
No, I'm not gonna do whatever regardless.
Well, you did.
Yeah, I did. I made a mistake.
That's a big mistake. You could have screwed it up for everybody on this chain. We could have kicked everybody off this chain because...
Nobody else has anything to do with it.
Right, they don't, but you didn't speak up.
You should have known in the first place not to bring them in.
In my opinion, you're done. Seriously. I don't feel that much disrespect deserves you being allowed to come back. To me, it deserves you sitting down there 23 hours a day and thinking about what you did.
How are you lighting them? Did you have a lighter? Are you not going to talk to me now? Are you done talking?
I have nothing further to say.
You have nothing further to say, so you're not going to tell me how you were lighting them? Okay.
I feel angry at myself. I'm upset with myself for what went on.
Delia is now gone. She's a permanent no work, which means she is not allowed to return to the yard. She will spend the remainder of her sentence in the hole.
The hole is slang for a lower floor detention cell where inmates stay behind bars for weeks, incarcerated 23 hours each day. In the hole, there are no privileges.
Was it worth it? No, because I'm out of the chain gang now. It's something I was looking forward for, and I'm by myself. Not for Rupert, not for none of the girls. It was something that I wanted to accomplish.
Surveillance and security tighten. The chain can be punished as a group. As detention officers investigate, everyone's privileges are in jeopardy.
When we find somebody who has that much contraband, 9 times out of 10, the rest of the chain knows. These girls know a lot more than they say they do because they don't want to get themselves in trouble. And when it comes to finding that much tobacco, we will put the whole chain on restriction, which means they will not be able to receive visits. They will not be able to make their phone calls.
About using tobacco. I'm sure that young lady wasn't smoking by herself.
For you ladies to let whoever was also involved with bringing that in stay on your chain, I can't even begin to understand that.
So my suggestion is I get another person that tells me that they utilize that tobacco and they were smoking, and accept those consequences rather than get more severe.
Anybody have any questions?
I just want to know if we're all being punished for what had happened this morning. I mean, are we losing? I heard you say something about we could lose our visits.
If an officer smells cigarettes in the pod, what usually happens? Nobody fesses up to it. The whole pod gets restriction. There's 15 of you. Okay, 15. You can't tell me nobody knew that she was bringing in cigarettes? That's on you, honestly. By all means, you need to speak up. Okay? Mark that mark.
A lot of us, we like Delia, we don't want her kicked off, you know. But we have kids. We have, you know, grandkids. I have grandkids that I haven't seen, you know, and my phone calls and my kids, you know, they are the world to me, and they'll be there no matter what.
It's day 11 in Estrella Jail's D Block, where 15 women are serving 30 days on America's only women's chain gang. So far, one inmate's contraband cigarettes got her banished from the program. Now, the whole chain's at risk of losing privileges like visitations. On the job site, officers monitor the chain gang girls' every move.
Send me chain 2 down here, please.
I guess you gotta have a gentle hand with it. I don't know.
She's doing good. She's doing excellent.
I learned with the best of them.
26-year-old Mamie McDew goes by the nickname Frost. This is her 8th day on the chain gang. Frost joined the chain to improve her record after an infraction, fighting with other women in the yard of next-door Tent City Jail. Frost is a single mother with 2 children, serving 6 months for prostitution.
I grew up on the street. I had a lot of family that was crackheads. I grew up in a neighborhood where it was a lot of drug sales going on. I might drink every now and then, but drugs and me are not friends. No drugs. I got in trouble for selling something that belonged to me that the law says I'm not supposed to sell. It was a setback in my life. I did it to get some quick cash, and it just didn't work out the way I thought it would, and it landed me in here for 6 months. So I admit my wrongs, you know. I made a mistake, and this is what it cost me, sitting up in here with the recycled air in stripes on the chain gang. I don't really too much trust too many people anyway. I mean, we're all criminals. It's very important for me to look out for self, because if I don't look out for self, who's gonna look out for me?
Though they get a hot meal at dinner, the chain gang eats a plain bag lunch on the bus.
Yeah, you know, anybody don't want their cookies or, you know, something, pass them around.
The break gives Detention Officer Rupert a chance to investigate the recent contraband smuggling. Any confession or new information could help the women save their privileges.
Hey, I know this is gonna sound redundant, and you guys are probably gonna be like, okay, we get it already. But Delia, the contraband queen from this morning, she screwed up. Is it worth it? For 3, 4, 5 cigarettes, whatever the heck she decided she needed for that. It's not worth it.
Well, I was just wondering if, you know, if what had happened this morning, if our visits are going to be taken away.
None of this crap will be tolerated. Maybe you were involved in it, maybe you weren't. But we'll find out, and you will be gone.
You know, there's some people who dry snitch is what it's called. They'll, instead of pointing their fingers and saying, oh, well, she did it, they're like, well, wasn't so-and-so over there when that was happening, or wasn't she over there when that was happening? You know, I refuse to say that, oh, yeah, it was me. I'm not going to tell on myself, and I'm not going to tell on nobody else. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to catch me.
The snitches get stitches. You just don't, you don't do that.
You know, the snitching, I'm not going to snitch or anything, but I think that as far as, you know, whoever was involved or whatever, if there was anyone involved with her, they ought to do the right thing and step up and just say, you know, be woman about it, and for the sake of the chain and for the sake of themselves, you know.
That's dry snitching right there.
That's what a dry snitcher is.
That's what a dry snitcher is.
Whatever it might be.
You point out people?
Saying, no, you know, her sentence started if there's somebody else involved. That's pretty much dry stitching to me. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to lose my visits or my phone calls.
We're not going to lose our visits.
My family is more important to me than, I'm sorry, you need to...
I don't get visits anyway, so they're not really that important to me.
You seem to have answers for everything. It doesn't matter what consequences anybody else sees because they don't pertain to you, like you were saying before.
I didn't say that. I said it doesn't pertain to. I don't really matter.
The fact that you believe that what your actions do or don't do isn't going to affect anybody else,
they're not my actions.
To me, is ridiculous.
They're not my actions. I'm saying that I'm going to hold my ground as the person I am and not snitch on nobody.
Well, good. That's great.
That's all I'm saying.
Good for you. That's great. However, your actions will affect other people on this chain, whether you like it or not. Keep your mouth shut, I'm talking. For you to try to let them know that just because they're going to lose their visits isn't a big deal, and who cares? To some of these people, losing their visits is a huge deal. And eventually, these people are going to get pissed at the way you're thinking and the way you just act like it's not a big deal that if I lose something, who cares? I don't care. Some of these people care.
You know what I'm saying? It's 2 visits. It's 2 phone calls.
Well, that's what I'm saying. To you, it doesn't affect
right,
you.
Right, that's
but
me.
It affects
I'm not
other
speaking
people.
for anyone else.
Right, but you are on a chain. The way you're talking.
I help them out. I help them with their everything.
Are you even listening to anything I'm saying?
Yes, I am listening.
You are a part of a team. You are not by yourself. There is 14 other people on this chain.
They didn't get caught with it.
It doesn't matter. If I choose today to punish every single one of you guys because one of you were caught with tobacco, then that's my choice.
Can I say something?
Yeah, you sure can.
I feel like this is on the outside looking in. That was your opinion, but she wasn't excluding everybody else. She was really talking up for a lot of us who felt that way. If we do go down for this, you guys need to understand. It's only 2 weeks.
No. You feel it's only 2 weeks. For other people who have kids and family members and people they really care for, let me speak, people that they care for, those 2 weeks of not getting to speak to their family is something completely different than what it may be for you or you. You sure are.
I should be a snitch just because of that, though.
Nobody is saying you keep running your mouth and you're not going to make it on this chain, just so you know. I don't have to.
You've only seen me one time with a bad attitude.
That's it. That's it. We're done. We're done.
Yeah, get it out of there, buddy.
Back at Chain Gang headquarters, Mamie McDew, nicknamed Frost, is punished for insubordination.
No! Where's Big Dude? Huh? Okay, I need you to go to Ford's. Where's your stuff?
Upstairs.
Oh, we
okay,
wanted
I need you to go get it. How come you getting out of the chain gang?
Me and Rupert had a discussion earlier, and I don't know. I guess she didn't like my opinion about it. She basically said I said something that I didn't say, and I just told her I didn't say it, and I told her she wasn't going to put the words in my mouth that I did say it.
Okay, let's go. How about the boots? Those are your boots?
No, I don't need the boots.
Frost is kicked off the chain and sent to the hole, where she'll spend 23 hours a day locked behind bars.
She didn't even give me a chance, so I don't think it's fair at all. I'm a good person for the chain, you know what I'm saying? I don't do anything wrong, and because I had an opinion, they kicked me off, and that's fucked up. This sucks. Everything is like happening, you know what I'm saying, in the world, and I'm in here sitting in solitude with pink covers and pink socks and stripes like a zebra, you know, it's just not good. If you had a weak mind, you'd probably go crazy in here. I mean, it's pretty bad in here.
Maricopa County, Estrella Jail, D Block. It's day 12 of 1 month with America's only female chain gang. Just days into the 30-day program, 2 women have already been kicked off the chain and replaced. One for smuggling in cigarettes.
In my opinion, you're done. Seriously.
The other for insubordination.
I'm gonna hold my ground as the person I am and not snitch on nobody.
We'll find out, and you will be gone.
She didn't even give me a chance, so I don't think it's fair at all. This sucks.
For the 15 chain gang girls, strict surveillance intensifies. Detention officers watch closely for any infraction. The women can be punished individually or as a group. They must stay focused or risk losing privileges and their own place on the chain.
Juju! Juju! You're on chain 1. Okay.
Let's go, ladies. We're back.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sandra Black is 44. On the outside, she's a certified phlebotomist, a technician trained to draw blood for lab research and blood bank donations. Sandra's currently serving 6 months for auto theft. This is her 4th day on the chain.
I was really a late bloomer. See, I didn't start smoking marijuana until I was 30, just to calm my nerves. And one day, I had no marijuana, and there was none in the neighborhood. And I moved to my sister's house, and she started me on crack. It was her drug of choice, so it became my drug of choice. And let me tell you, these 2 years, it's been 2 years, has been the worst in my life. I thought I had been through worse. Nah, this was worse. I mean, I've seen some things I thought I would never see before. I've talked to some people I never thought I'd talk to before. I've been homeless, all in the name of crack. I've asked again, Your Honor, please, can I get out in 6 months? Can I get 6 months drug rehab? And guess what? I'm not getting no help. I'm just in here in these walls. So when I get out again, guess what? I'm still gonna have a drug problem. Unless I get some help. If I don't get no help for myself, which I'm going to this time because for me. Like that's why I got on the chain gang, for me. So I can say, Sandra, you gotta start something somewhere. The chain gang was one thing, start something somewhere, a positive look at life.
Yesterday's events should be gone. Those of you who are thinking that if somebody screws up, they should get another last chance, you're mistaken. Doesn't work like that. The minute Miss Mammy yesterday got put downstairs, what did you guys hear? All you heard was I. That's exactly why I got rid of her. The negativity, it's us against the man. No, that does not work here, and I will stop that. You can shake your head all you want, ma'am. You came on this chain.
I want to know what rules did she break?
What rule did she break? Rule number 1, I will be a model inmate. That's number 1. The whole thing I said yesterday about being a team player, you're still not getting that either. What rule did she break?
I'm going to
how about the fact that she's trying to get everybody to feel like, you know, it's us against them?
What she was doing was voicing her opinion, saying that if you are a snitch in jail, we know this.
Ma'am, this has nothing to do with being a snitch. If you talk to her right now, she will tell you a completely different story now. Now she realizes that she screwed up and that she wanted this change.
I didn't feel that way.
Well, good for you. That has nothing to do with you, ma'am. You forget, ma'am, that you are still in stripes and you are in jail. You don't get to make the choices. I do.
The people have the right to opinions, even if we're in stripes.
Wow.
Even if we're in stripes, we have
you
right
have
to
a lot
opinions.
to learn, ma'am.
You do.
I have a lot to learn.
Yes, ma'am, you do.
Okay. You're
Remember,
right.
I am your elder. So you still have a lot to learn.
You're my elder, but you're very disrespectful.
I'm not disrespectful.
And you have no
I'm just
idea
telling
what's
you
going on right now.
So that's disrespectful because I'm speaking my mind. I'm being disrespectful now.
Nobody here wants to hear what you have to say because you don't make any sense.
That right there is disrespectful.
Oh, you don't make any sense.
Well, you don't make none either. That's the reason I don't want to be on your chain gang.
Take her off.
That's right.
That's fine. You can talk to the wall and have a good time with that.
You won't ever stop me from talking. I spoke up for mine. That's what happened.
Just leave your stuff in the cell. We'll collect it in the morning.
I may be in jail. I may have made a mistake. But that don't give me, definitely give nobody no right to disrespect me and belittle me. Ever.
Sandra is the third woman kicked off the chain gang in just 3 days. The women grow increasingly worried. They may all lose privileges, like family visitations. Half-hour visitations are allowed every Sunday. Visitors must always stay behind thick glass partitions. But for the chain, even limited contact helps them stay connected to the outside world.
For a lot of the girls, their family is everything that they have. So whatever they get on that Sunday to go to their visits or talk on the phone, that's what keeps them sane, that's what keeps them going.
The women are still waiting for news, wondering if they too will be punished for the cigarette bust. But despite the recent upheaval, detention officers allow the chain gang to keep their visitations.
Yay. Yeah, we get visits on Sunday and our phone calls on Sunday, so that's good.
And the clock is ticking. Many of the women are starting to see chain graduation in sight. Each chain gang girl serves her own 30 days on the chain. After the program, some women must go back into the system to finish out their remaining jail sentences. But for all of them, chain gang graduation brings a sense of accomplishment and an official certificate of good conduct. To make it, they know they have to stay motivated.
30 days, I'll be free. 30 days, I'll be free.
On the other side of the rocks, ladies.
It's just structure, disciplinary structure that I'm looking for, because obviously I don't have it, so I need to learn it and get back into life again in society.
Juju's got guns on Juju. Let's see your guns. See your guns. Your muscles. Huh? Your muscles. Ah, shiki. I needed somebody like Juju around. Somebody I could.
Rebecca Rivera is 40. She's serving 6 months for prostitution and possession of a dangerous drug. She's held jobs as a receptionist on the outside, but her dream is to become a certified truck driver and to reclaim a connection with her grown children who barely knew their mother growing up. This is Rebecca's 7th day on the chain gang.
When I was smoking crack, I was a prostitute. I was a cheap hoe. I was. I mean, a drug addict really doesn't care. And a lot of bad things happened to me. I've had guns put to my head. I got kicked in the face till they thought they left me dead. I've got thrown out of a car butt naked. And there was a time this man picked me up and he pulled a knife out on me once we got to the parking spot. And he told me to do what he wanted me to do, and I did it. I never showed my fear because I never wanted to show people how scared I was of him. So when I was done doing what he had asked me to with him, at knife point, I told him, hey, I talked like nothing had happened. I told him, hey, can you drop me back off where you picked me up at? I said, because it's a long way to walk back. And he looked at me and he goes, why are you acting so normal? And I said, because seeing to the kind of work I'm doing, I gotta expect something like this to happen once in a while. And he actually did. He gave me a ride back to where he actually picked me up, and we got to talking. He was a single father who was raising a handicapped child. And so he dropped me off, and after that, every time he would see me on the street, he would stop and give me $5-10. Just like that. Never asked me for anything again. He would just give me money, and then one time, the last time I saw him, he stopped and he gave me a knife. And he told me this is for protection. And I said, from what? He said, from men like me.
Rebecca and the other chain gang girls find diversions in their 2 hours of scheduled downtime.
All right, you guys gonna watch your arm wrestling contest? Who's betting on me? Who's betting on Becky? I got my money on Becky. Me too. Who you voting for? Who you voting for?
She's gonna kick.
Yeah, she's gonna take you.
Wait.
There it is. Ready, set, go. Told you. You're done.
It's day 20 in Estrella Jail's D Block, where America's only chain gang girls struggle to stay disciplined, living under constant surveillance. As each woman's own 30-day stretch continues, chain gang conflicts heat up. For many, friendships and even sexual relationships help them endure life behind bars.
I don't come in here to go find me a girlfriend. I got mine out the house. I don't have to worry about it. I don't come over here searching for a woman or anything like that.
I love men, but I love women too.
Yeah.
So I'm not totally like she is, but my man's locked up. I told him I was gonna wait for him. I said, I might have a girlfriend, but he goes, that's okay, both of you can wait for me. Okay, whatever.
Oh, alert. Lesbian until release date. My husband asked me that. He says, so what, are you gonna be alert? And I said, no, I'm not gonna be alert. Are you crazy? So you're not bringing a wife home? I'm like, no, I'm not bringing a wife home.
I would not want to get into a relationship with a lurd because, you know, I'm a very sentimental person. What if I fall in love with this girl and then as soon as she's released, she forgets about me and I'm like, what?
They talk about girls all the time. Like I told you, it's worse than a locker room sometimes. It really is. Whatever floats their boat is cool with me. As long as it doesn't, you know, as long as you don't involve me in it, I'm all right with it.
With so many hours spent cooped up in locked cells, the chain gang girls find other diversions.
Here in D Block, the windows face directly onto the male tent city yard, so the inmates find creative ways to entertain themselves by attempting to make contact with the male inmates via hand gestures, facial gestures, hitting the windows, yelling, in order to make any type of contact with the males.
Look, there's tents right there, like right there.
Yeah, the tents are like right here. And then we're all doing this. And they'll tell us flash us. I'm like, no, no, no. I said, you flash me, and they will.
Yeah.
So we have like a little fan club, right? And there's this one black guy. He's got these like big glasses or whatever. He's cute though. He's cute. And then he's
dorky.
Like, yeah, but he's so cute. I have to stick up for him because he's like, you know, the underdog. So anyway, I'm like, leave him alone, girls. They're like, hey, Heather, your boyfriend's out there.
And he always goes like this.
He goes, I love
you. So she goes, I love you too.
I don't even know his name. I'm not really thinking he's my boyfriend, but they all make fun of him. Like, hey man, that's my boyfriend, leave him alone.
For inmates like Heather, playful flirting on the inside is a change from destructive relationships on the outside.
I don't know, I like being alone. I don't trust anybody, and if anybody shows interest in me, I'm cautious of that. I'm like, why? You know, I just don't think that I'm worth. Sorry. I don't know, I just question people who show interest in me. I'm just like, whoa, why? My baby's daddy, my oldest son's dad. We were together since we were 15, and we were good for a little bit, and then we found the drugs, and he just went psycho on me. He just started hitting me, and I mean, he busted my eardrum, busted my lips, stabbed me twice. These are tight, but I got one right there, and then one up here. But yeah, I had 4 stitches there, inside and out, and 4 stitches on the other one. He stuck me with a serrated blade. Yeah, that was a long. It beat me for 7 hours, 7 hours, and until he got tired of beating me. Then he passed out, and then held me like 24 hours against my will, and then he finally let me go. Like the next day after he choked me out, I woke up peeing on myself. I was like, And I was embarrassed. I asked the doctor, because I was still in my wet and soiled clothes when I went to the hospital, and I was like, why did I pee on myself? He goes, well, when you die, you lose control of your bodily functions. I was like, well, he goes, do you realize how close you were to death? And I was like, no. And so he's just crazy. I mean, just held a gun in my head, kidnapped me like 3 times. And then when he had me and he was like hitting me, and I remember the last thing I told him, I was like, just kill me, Craig, you're already killing me. You know, I was like, just get it over with, because I'm already dead inside. And so it's like, out of a whole person, I have like a quarter of me left, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that part of my life is healing. I'm pretty much over him. I mean, and what's sick is I'll always love him, but I'm not in love with him. And I hate what he's done to me, but I don't hate him.
Heather's not alone. Her story's one of many. In the Maricopa County jail system, 67% of women have suffered some form of violent abuse. But for the women on the chain, such hard-won survival can help them keep their eyes on a coveted prize, chain gang graduation.
There's supposed to be a heat advisory today. Our sergeant informed us this morning that we need to make sure that the girls stay hydrated. By 10, 11 o'clock, usually the temperature is supposed to be around 108 to 110.
It's a little warm. Got the sun blaring on my ear, trying to protect the side of my face. Gotta do what you gotta do when there's no shade available.
As the chain gang labors in the relentless heat, unexpected relief comes from a passing motorist.
We just had a woman stop because she wanted to give the chain some soda. She wanted to stop and thank them for all their hard work and for the things that they've done.
I was on the chain gang before, and you know, it was rough work. I mean, hot and all the rules and the chains, and but it was worth it. I do think it contributed to me straightening up, starting a business, and getting my life together. If I could tell one thing, it'd be learn from this.
They've been working really hard. They've been doing really well. So our sergeant approved it for us to give these to them, and we'll go ahead and give it to them.
Please take a soda and pass it back.
First soda I've had in 3 months.
Thank the sergeant. Yeah. Thank you,
Sergeant Garcia.
Thank you, Jesus.
Cheers to you.
I'm leaving. This is my last day on the chain. I'm going home.
Heather wants to be the next chain gang girl to succeed on the outside. She's reached her final day on the chain, 30 days served without incident. It's also her last day behind bars. She's completed a full 3-month jail sentence for shoplifting. Heather heads back to Tent City for final processing.
I'm excited. I'm nervous. I just want to see my baby.
On the outside, Heather's teenage son lives permanently with her sister. But Heather had to leave her youngest son, now 7 months old, in the care of a roommate. She hasn't heard word of him in months.
Yeah, I'm going home. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Be good to your baby.
Always. Thank you, guys. I don't know what to expect. I hope my son's there. I will flip. I will lose it if he's not there. And it's not like I have a car so I can go chase him down. It's not like I have phone numbers. And I'm pretty much clueless. 3 months, I haven't heard nothing. Not, he's okay, I got your baby, nothing.
Don't come back.
I know, I'm gonna go home.
I don't want to see you back.
She ain't gonna see me back. Okay. I promise you that.
Facing life after release, Heather must start from virtually nothing. On the outside, she has no job, bank account, or property to return to.
This bag right here is everything that I own in this world besides my son and what he owns, but I don't have possession of him yet, so.
I'm really sorry to tell you this.
I don't know if you're expecting it. You have an additional charge, you have a warrant, you're not going to be released out.
But Heather gets unexpected news.
That I asked him about that. No, but I asked him about that because I got arrested here, and they never took me to court. I've been in jail since then.
Heather has a warrant out for an earlier failure to appear in court. The charge carries a $1,000 bail or more time behind bars.
Heather was due to be released today, but upon processing her paperwork, there was an additional charge found. She will not be released.
Like, they just dropped a bomb on me, you know? I have no one in this world to call on the outs. And a $1,000 bond. I don't even have $1 to my name. Not even, I don't know, 1,000.
Now, instead of release, Heather must move to an Estrella jail holding cell, awaiting a hearing where her charge is pending. She has no idea how long she'll stay here, hours, days, or weeks. Meanwhile, the search for her youngest son must wait.
I'm mad, I'm hurt, I'm pissed. And I can't be pissed off with nobody but myself. Yeah. But it's still frustrating.
It's day 25 of 1 month with America's only female chain gang. So far, several chain gang girls have met the ultimate penalty, kicked off the chain and given weeks of detention in the hole. But for the remaining women, any day can bring unexpected, life-changing news.
I had a lawyer on the outside put a motion in for me to get furlough like well over 2 months ago. And I never heard anything back, not anything. So just after Tuesday afternoon, after we got back from chain, and as soon as I got there, they said, Amy Lamb, roll up. And I was like, what? So the DO came, brought me a plastic bag to pack all my stuff. And I said, well, where am I going? She goes, furlough. And I was like, ah! I was like screaming. Shade?
The work furlough program allows Amy to wear civilian clothing and leave jail 12 hours a day to work at a job on the outside. But the rules are strict. She must return to jail promptly every evening or risk losing all her privileges. And facing her old life brings new challenges.
I'm really nervous about, being out and, and it's embarrassing in a way too. When I see people, it's like, yeah, I've been in jail for 6 months. Yeah, I don't want to hide, My scissors are here, yay, they're here. My clippers. Yay. We are at the place that I worked at before I got arrested.
So 9 to 6?
Yeah. I'm nervous about being out here. Like, it's my safety net is gone, and I can't believe that. In 6 months of just being in jail, that was my comfort zone. Yikes. Girls got me flowers to welcome me back, so. I'm not used to being able to be free and, I don't know, wear clothes and get my hair done, and I don't know, it's just weird.
Are you still good friends with Brittany?
Yeah, how's she doing?
She just dyed all her hair last night blonde.
When Amy was here before, she really didn't show any signs of anything going wrong with her. It was like a shock to me. I was thinking, my God, how does a girl show up every day to work, do all of her clients, keep on, social conversations and everything, and, then have a problem with drugs.
Wow, your hair's long.
She's got a great work ethic, very knowledgeable, and the clients love her, and that's all that we need.
5 months worth of growth.
A lot of people would not go to anybody else. I mean, they waited for her to come back. So I said, okay, if you want to wait for her, then we'll wait for her too.
From curly to straight. It's good doing hair again, it really is. I thought I was gonna be kind of fumbly and, but no problem at all.
But for others back at chain gang headquarters, life continues under the constant strain of incarceration.
Razors! If you want a razor, be at the door.
We pass out razors at night in order to limit any alternate uses that the inmates will have with them, such as committing suicide or using it to alter other items. They usually receive razors for about a 20-minute period prior to us picking them up.
Apparently everybody's still asleep. Brooks? There you go.
For inmates like Tina Brooks, the tight restrictions only remind her of what she's lost and the life she wants desperately to regain. Tina's still in the midst of her 6-month sentence for possession of a dangerous drug, but she's about to graduate from the chain. It's her 29th day since joining the program.
The hardest thing about being in jail is not being able to see my family.
My grandson, my oldest grandson, he is my pride and joy. And we've had to tell him that I was off on vacation, visiting someone, because I didn't want him to know that I was in jail, But then he heard the recording on the phone, and he says, "Grandma, you in jail?" And I've never been in trouble before, ever. I was working full time, My cousin started a house cleaning business, and I was working with her for the past 4 years. And I also was a beauty consultant for Mary Kay Cosmetics. So my boyfriend that I had at the time he got put in prison for selling drugs. And I basically just took over his clientele, and that's when it all started. It was easy money. This is a very emotional thing for me, because I don't belong in jail. A lot of us don't. It's a definite eye-opener. Never want to come back. Never want to come back.
Ladies, ID head count. I need you at the door.
Nightly head counts give detention officers the opportunity to make sure every inmate's accounted for and following rules.
Ma'am, where did you get that from?
Hallway.
When did you get it?
An officer catches Tina with illegal contraband in an unlikely place: her hair.
Today?
Today?
Yeah.
Are you supposed to have that?
Nope.
It's just a hairpin that can be used basically as a handcuff key or as leg chain keys. And seeing as we're out dealing with the public and stuff, this type of stuff is not allowed. If they break the rules, something like this is severe. It may seem like just a regular hair clip, but it can be used for harming themselves, harming others, or escape. So.
I mean, come on, in all reality, who's gonna really hurt themselves with a clip?
Basically, because of this, she's gonna be probably kicked off. She's not gonna graduate.
I just really didn't think about it. I just picked it up and put it in my hair.
Now she'll probably kick me off because Rupert don't like me anyway, so.
Tina must wait till morning for detention officers to decide her fate.
One day I'll be free. One day I'll be free. Take these chains off of me. Take these chains off of me.
Tina had the hair clip in her hair, and she's actually about to graduate. It may not seem like a big deal, it's a hair clip, but I'm gonna keep her on the chain a little longer because she obviously hasn't learned how to be a model inmate yet.
Officer Rupert's punishment could have been harsher, kicking Tina off the chain with no graduation at all.
I got my opinion on Officer Rupert, but I don't know, I can voice my opinion, but not that it's gonna do me any good. Might just get me in worse trouble, I definitely learned a few things on this chain.
But even without Tina, the others can't help but celebrate.
Chains
After 30 days of strict discipline and hard labor, they've completed the chain gang program. Graduation. Today, 3 women, Crystal, Tasba, and Lisa, claim their certificates.
We just took our chains off and it was great.
For the last time.
For the last time, yes.
Take these chains off of me because today's my 30 days and I'm free.
We're free.
Miss Tasba. Congratulations. Yay, Tasba.
To me, it's just a piece of paper, but what I accomplished for myself and how I feel about myself now is more important to me than just the paper, so. Yay.
Yay is the word of the day.
Good job. Congratulations.
Yay.
For Lisa, graduation is especially bittersweet.
I never imagined that I would be on this side of the law. In Montana, I was a correctional officer in the men's prison. Yeah. And now I'm here. If you think you're above the drug, then you're mistaken. It'll hook you.
Woods, roll up. Hurry up, let's go.
For most, chain gang graduation marks a critical milestone, but it doesn't always mean the end of jail time. Some chain gang girls must still finish out their remaining sentences. Detention officers escort them back to the adjacent open-air tent city.
Bye, chain gang. Bye, chain gang. The chain gang helped me a lot. When you're on drugs, the drug's the most important thing, you know. So you kind of lose sight of everything. But the chain gang helped me to get back a lot of who I was before I started using drugs. So.
What are you so happy about?
I'm always happy.
See, that's why we don't smoke crack.
I never smoked crack, thank you.
There's Gina, huh?
I don't know where they're gonna put me. I only got 25 days left, girl, and I'm out of here.
I only got...
It's day 30 of 1 month with America's only women's chain gang. After completing the program, many women move back to next-door Tent City to finish out their sentences. Some have days, weeks, or months to go. But returning to the yard can put newfound strengths to the test.
Being out here in the tents, it's like just no, no discipline really. You're just kind of free flowing.
After serving 4 additional days on the chain as punishment for a contraband hairpin, Tina Brooks reclaims her Tent City bunk. She has 3 months left to serve.
You go from one extreme to the next, it's like you go from being in a disciplined, more controlled environment than out here in the tents, The chain, you get up at a set time, you do things all on a schedule, all in step. It's a little bit more difficult, there's no certain time to get up, no certain time to go to bed.
The officers try to maintain some structure, but it's just not the same. When they're in the chain gang, everything is timed and cued, whereas over here they have 24 hours to think of a way to get past a guard.
Although you should obey rules out of the tents, it's a lot easier for girls to get away. I mean, they disobey them all the time. They just don't get caught. There's all kinds of things going on, smoking and making hooch.
Hooch is alcohol. We're gonna make alcohol, and we have to keep it on us for 2 days because we have real sugar that was snuck in from the kitchen. So it only takes 2 days to make hooch. We're gonna make 1 bottle.
That's enough to get probably
both of us really drunk.
Yeah. Okay, we got the bread for the yeast. Okay, we got the oranges, and we need 2 packets of mustard, and then a pad.
These are pads that you get in jail, okay?
We use this for a strainer, and Jolly Ranchers for flavor, and sugar, I believe.
Tina and the other inmates know the penalties for getting caught making alcohol are severe. 30 days detention behind bars with no privileges.
It's kind of fun because it's kind of like something we're doing that we know we shouldn't be doing, and we're doing it anyway. And this is a risk. Yeah, it's a risk.
I'm about to stop washing my hair. How often do you wash? I wash every day.
Teamwork. Teamwork for us. It's funner after we drink it. We gotta have some fun though in here. Yeah, something.
Lights out! Good night, everyone!
Good morning, all your ladies. All your ladies, I need my day room trustees, first shift trustees. Make it up to the day room ladies.
But the next morning, the women have a change of heart. They decide the risk is too great and destroy their jail-made hooch.
We're human. We all make mistakes. Sure that, some people do deserve to be in jail, but there are some of us that do it one time, and, we make mistakes. And there are some that keep doing it, but I don't consider myself as a criminal. I consider myself as a human being that has made a mistake and has learned from my mistake, I just want to go home. I'm tired of this. I just need some help, I need treatment. I want to get it over with so I can start living my life again. Because this is not fun. I can't see how some of these girls come back here 2 and 3 times. I can't see it. One time is enough for me, man. So much of my life has been just washed down the drain, or just wasted. I wish it didn't have to take me 40 years to figure it out,
But for many former chain gang girls, the hardest challenge of all is facing the world outside. For some, it's the first time in as much as a year. Heather Hoff has successfully appealed her warrant for an earlier missed court date. Now she must plan carefully for her life ahead. She knows the ultimate test is staying clean.
In a bag or just in my hair?
I've weighed out my options. I know that I don't want to get high. I know that I don't want to use. But what I want and reality are two different things in this early of sobriety. If I go back to where I was, then the chances of me getting high, it'll take by the end of the night. Almost guaranteed that I'll be high before the end of the night if, you know what I'm saying? Not that I want to, it's just, even though I've had 3 months clean, now it's just, if I stick a needle in my arm, everything goes away. My sanity, my everything around me, and it's just, and I like it there because I don't have to answer to nobody. Not to God, not to probation, not to nobody. Not being high, I have to feel everything now. Everything that I've pushed down is coming up, and just a lot of regrets, a lot of pain just from shit that I've done to my kids, not being there, being high.
Despite her regrets, Heather's leaving jail with one urgent goal: to find her youngest son. She left him with a former roommate, Lisa, but Heather hasn't heard word from Lisa in months. Now she plans to head straight to Lisa's house to look for her baby. She has no idea if she'll find him.
So right here, you got booked in with no money, and you're leaving with no money, so.
Huh, pretty hard.
Yeah. And then the second one is your receipt. That's your copy. Okay.
I got butterflies in my stomach. exciting.
Heather finds her way back through familiar streets, getting closer to Lisa's house, and she hopes, to her own son.
Oh God, I knew you were gonna come. I was gonna take off right now, and I thought, no, I gotta stay here. Yeah, big, huh?
Yes.
Look at him. So big. He's so
cute. He's so big. Oh my God. Thank you, Lisa. I love you. I can't thank you enough, Lisa, for taking care of him. I owe you my life, girl. I just, now that my head is clean, he's so much more real. You know? I'm just at peace now knowing that she was there for him. She took good care of him. And I can't thank her enough. I can't thank her enough, Lisa. I'm sorry for being a schmuck. I love him. I love him so much.
But for Heather and the other chain gang girls, only time will tell what the future holds. After reuniting with her baby, Heather briefly relapsed into crystal meth use, but eventually she made it into a drug rehab facility. She took her son into the program with her. Sunny found a job as a restaurant hostess after her release. She's now trying to regain custody of her daughter. Delia returned home to her son and her girlfriend of 7 years. She's enrolled in a mental health program and is looking for work. She remains under strict probation. Tina rejoined the chain 2 more times before being released into a rehab program where she served out the rest of her sentence. She's now at home, reunited with her children and grandchildren. Rebecca is finishing her 9-month sentence for prostitution and drug possession. Frost and Sandra have been released. Frost is seeking child custody, and Sandra is trying to rebuild her life drug-free.
Mini skirts and high-heel shoes. Now I'm wearing combat boots.
But for chain gang girls past and present, the odds of succeeding on the outside are tough. 60% return to jail within 2 years of their release.
Well, I got the sign that shines here all the time. It says vacancy. There is no vacancy. Never will be.
But 40% never come back.
Hope for the chain gang. I hope that they learn something. I hope that they don't like it. And I hope that they don't come back.
I don't like this. I don't like being in jail, but I do like the chain gang, and it does teach me something. I'm never gonna forget this. I'll never forget the girls either.
1 month, 15 women. These are the chain gang girls.